25% race and a one-shot quali. This is gonna be a stream that you can actually watch, which is very good. And I am here with Sam, and my name is Catname Minty.
Hello everybody. So we just started qualifying. It's one-shot qualifying like Catname Minty said. This is just to see true pace. Someone's gone wide on my screen. I don't know who that was. Anyway.
Right now, VRT Chapelele is on pole. He's the fastest man on track right now.
We're very excited about most of these drivers in pre-season at the moment. Some of them we've tipped for like dark horses or favourites to win the entire league this season.
Super Guy NL in the Williams P3 as Warren retires from the session.
Oh dear, must have spun out.
Tim makes a mistake.
Tim has made a massive mistake.
Chapelele is out. Now
dear.
Zumpy is P1.
Zumpy's on pole. And
It is
Storm's the
Zumpy.
second. It's gonna be a close
Oh,
one to
and
the
Tim
line
retires.
here. Oh. It's going to be a close one to the line there between Storm and Zumpy.
And it will be Zumpy on pole. Super Guy NL got disqualified. Storm P2. Wilo Billy P3. I didn't catch who's P4.
Wario P4. A lot of people disqualified first of all. Mexico is probably not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah, the S's are fairly easy to mess up. And
yeah,
Billy and Wario both start on the medium tires.
Wow. That's a strange strategy, but fair play. Once they make their stops, they will be moving on to the softs. So, you know, you never know. Could have a surprise winner here at pre-season.
There will and Plix, Super Guy NL, and VRT Chapelele starting from the back.
Could be interesting to see those guys rise up. Especially Plix, especially Super Guy, because like I said, we've already seen Super Guy and he is literally super. He is a super guy. So that'll be very interesting to see how he does.
It is as medium size, really. I think it is the C3 tires we have for the mediums around here.
That's going to be quite a hard thing to tell so far, since obviously we probably don't have official, the official F1 tire things for Mexico, so it's all confusing, isn't it?
They got announced like a couple of weeks back.
I'm not sure.
As we are waiting for
Session to start.
and I found it. It's C2 for the hard tires, C3 for mediums, and C4 for the softs. As we are on the formation lap right now. And it will be P1 Zumpy, P2 Storm 72 UK, Wilo Billy P3, EPR Wario P4 in the Ferrari, Warren and Tim in the third row, VRT Chapelele P7, not the best qualifying from him, Super Guy NL P8, and Plix P9, a realistic grid with both Williams down at the back.
That's going to be interesting. Are we actually going to see Williams not on the back row in this race? I wonder.
It will be interesting.
Driver. It's going to be interesting to see how we all start as well. Obviously, traction controls, some of us may have full on, some have medium, and some have it completely off. So, some may get wheel spins, some may not.
As the tires, both McLarens are also on the mediums.
It's going to be interesting to see these guys on the mediums. It's an interesting strategy, and this is what I really like about league racing like this. It's going to be interesting to see how the strategy goes. Both Williams on the softs, while obviously both McLarens on the mediums, and also Wario and Wilo Billy. So that's going to be very interesting to start off, because they're theoretically going to be slower than some of the cars behind.
They are, and especially from the start, the softs have more grip, so... And it's also a... It's also a 25% race, so tyre wear isn't really an issue. Because it's mostly a one-stop, as we have a very bad camera angle right now.
I believe the...
Oh,
what's happened here?
3, 4, 5. Red lights out, and away we go. I think there was a glitch. And away we go, and that is something with a great start. And that was Wildload Billy stalled or forgot to go.
Not sure what's happened there.
A Storm goes into P1, Zumpai P2. EPR Wario up to P3. He's fighting with VRT Chapelele already in P3.
3 wide. Jesus.
Oh, and Chapelele messes it up. Wario pushes him wide. Unlucky for Chapelele, he was in P3 at turn 2, I think that was. Warren messed up his start.
Oh, there's a massive fight between the two Williams here, between Super Guy and Plix, and it's like 3 wide actually, because there's a McLaren as well, Tim, in front. Great battle for third right now.
Really close between the two Williams.
Yeah, and also Tim in front.
As Plix kind of messes up the S section. Not the best for him.
There's a battle at the back for 7th place between Chapelele and Warren. Warren's just overtaking Chapelele.
If I'm not mistaken, Chapelele needs to pit in for a change of front wing. And now...
Oh, he lost his front wing, has he?
Yeah, and Storm will have slipstream on Sumpai. And Super Guy NL and WCS are a drag race down the pit straight.
I'll watch this battle for the lead right here. Or Storm decides to brake a bit more earlier than Zumpai. It's unfortunate.
Zumpai braver on his race. Oh, and that's contact.
There's contact. There's contact. Oh.
Front wings flying. Will he need to pit in?
I think he might need to pit in. Thank God he's on the soft slope, because he can move on to mediums, and he'll probably be able to go to the end of the race.
Or the hards if he wants to play it safe.
If he wants to play it safe, but then again...
Oh, and Plix and WCS were going too wide in through the double right-hander.
Chapelele's put on the hards.
He's going safe until the end, I think. Maybe the mediums can't go.
He could have gone on another pair of softs and perhaps done a 2-stop.
As Storm is losing more positions. Sorry for cutting in.
No, that's completely fine.
And will he pit in?
Most likely. I would have thought he's losing.
He doesn't.
No, he stayed out. Bold there.
As Super Guy NL fastest lap.
Tim and Plix are catching up as well. It's a battle here. Plix is about to make a move on Tim.
Oh, great overtake by Plix. Easy as that.
Is Tim going to dive bomb him into turn 1? No, he's not.
The top 4 are on the softs. The C2 tyres. No, the C4 tyres. And then...
So far it's like we predicted. The soft tyre guys are going to be much faster than the medium tyres.
And now Warren has a 6-second time penalty.
What happened there?
He has lost his left wing completely.
Oh, what happened there? Was that contact with Wario, perhaps?
Maybe. That could be the case.
I wasn't sure about that. Did he get 6 second time penalty, did you say?
Yeah, no, he got a 3-second time penalty and another 3-second time penalty. As Plix got another 3-second time penalty. Lots of them dashing out here.
Super Guy's catching up to Zumpai like mad. He's come from the back of the grid to the front, pretty much.
And now there is DRS. Let's remember, so...
Warren's got a 10-second time penalty.
Whoa.
What's going on with Warren
Not
right
the
now?
best start for him. And that is an easy move into P1. And Storm UK trying to get the switchback on Plix. Doesn't really get it, but he will have DRS down the second straight. Will he dive bomb
Plix?
Oh, does he? Oh yeah, because the DRS activation, not activation.
Activation point must be.
Yeah,
Dunpie is still chasing that lead.
And-
Super Guy. The Super Guy is getting away right now.
and Darren
Very
is on
promising.
the hards.
Darren's moved to the hards as well.
I think the mediums will not
Well,
last.
Well, it's the thing is that he had the mediums on to start the race, didn't he? So
Yeah,
like I said, that's kind of a disappointment for Dylan.
as now Tim is putting pressure on Storm.
Tight at the moment between the top three
And Storm pits in. He's going for the undercut. Super Guy NL with a fastest lap.
This is going to be interesting to see then. Storm pitting very early, I must say. 4 laps in. Like, he hasn't got damage, has he?
Let's check. Yeah, he does.
He had damage, did he? Oh.
I think it got
Maybe-
worse
maybe-
after the lap 2 contact.
Must have then. Well, he was losing time and losing places. He must have decided to do an undercut or some sort. Hopefully this works out for him.
Chapelele 5 seconds. He retired from the session.
Oh, he's retired. He must have bashed into the wall or something. It's
Probably.
disappointing to see. Warren's on the hards right now. I'm not sure if he can catch up to the drivers ahead. He's actually only 9 seconds off Storm though.
As the grid dies down, everybody's more than a second ahead. And
He's really only a battle for third right now, but Flick's getting away from Tim.
oh, and Warren DNFs. Unlucky for the... Oh, and Plix really slows down. Oh, and it's a safety car.
Safety
Super
car.
Guy NL, Sumpai. I didn't see them on the header, but I saw them on the electronic birds. That's why they all slowed down and they're all into the pits. Very unlucky for the medium runners. And they're all going onto the hards. As Plix gets held up by Super Guy NL. But Plix goes onto the medium tires, same as Storm UK. No, Storm UK is on the mediums right now. Very interesting. I think that was for Darren's crash. So yeah. Very interesting after lap 6.
Maybe it was the safety car. I wonder when the safety car was out. Was that potentially because of Warren or Chapelele?
I think it was Warren because after Warren crashed, I didn't see the header as I said, but I saw the electronic birds. That's why Plix slowed down so much.
Interesting to see everyone's gone on the hards except for Plix is on the medium still. He's gone onto the medium, so he's kind of risked it. Storm is on the mediums. This is interesting now because Storm's got time to catch up now as well. So Plix in the end has probably he's probably got the best chance out of all of them. If the mediums can hang on, if he can get in front quick, he could probably take the jackpot here.
He could, and just saying Storm is on 1 lap old tyres because he pit in lap 5, not the best strategy call from him.
Yeah.
Now, very interesting grid.
So far in this race, 6 laps gone. Super Guy has come from the back to lead. Zumpai, I believe he had pole. He's now second, so he's maintained in the top 3. That's good to see. Tim third, Plix fourth, Wario 5th, and Storm72 UK is in 6th. Warren has retired, and Chapelele has retired for unknown reasons. And Wildlow Billy didn't. He stalled on the grid or something, or he just
Yeah, I
wasn't-
think so.
wasn't there. I'm not sure what happened to Wildlow Billy. He participated in qualifying, but after that he was not there. Unsure what happened to him.
So, some interesting facts. The lap distance is 4.3 kilometers. It is 2.6 miles. Not the longest track on the calendar. as Wario locks
Obviously,
up.
this is a track which we chose actually because we believed that it would probably be one of the more difficult tracks to bear with, and it's particularly to do with the section that we are now coming up to. I know it annoys me a lot, this section. These S's can be very frustrating, and one little bit off the racing line here, you lose a lot of time. And that's why we particularly chose it. We also chose it because there are a lot of overtaking opportunities, unlike Spain, which is obviously the usual track.
The safety car is in this lap, just wanted to point that out.
Zumpai has, I think he just clashed
5 second
with
time
Superguy
penalty.
there. Yeah, he just had a collision with
And
Superguy.
his right end plate is off.
Oh, Superguy is really
Superguy really slowing down everyone. And another 5 second time penalty for Zumpai.
Oh, we might need to look into this because it feels like brake checking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Superguy is off. Zumpai P2.
I'm sure Zumpai is not going to be a happy racer after this race. See, he's not going to be a happy guy.
Asplex is really close. It's going round the outside. Will he manage it?
Oh no, he doesn't got it. Has Tim got? Oh my word, Tim. Oh, Blix as well. Oh.
Superguy NL.
Time penalty for multiple warnings.
Superguy NL warming up his tyres. His air tyres didn't heat up well enough.
He is on the hard still, isn't he though? So.
Oh, and that's VSC Tim up into 3rd place. I butchered that name completely.
He's having a smashing race, isn't he, at the moment?
Yeah, same as Superguy NL.
Yeah.
Going into the S's.
This season looks very interesting for some of the drivers so far, the way they've been performing. Oh, and Tim trying to get past Zumpai. Zumpai's got damage. And Plix is now up on the inside. Jesus. Can Plix get him? No, he can't. He goes wide. I don't know if he's got a
And he goes down the inside again.
No, he doesn't get him though.
I think DRS will be available this lap.
Zumpai's gone into the pits. That's probably what he should do because he's holding up all the drivers behind him. And Superguy is getting away like mad at the moment.
As EPR Wario. Does he have... No,
Wario.
DRS is still not available.
Is he going to catch Plix out though?
Big fight for P2.
He's a little bit locked up.
Now down the inside, and that will be the outside. Who tries the switch back, doesn't work out. Or does it? Great chance for Plix, he's into P2. Now Tim into P2.
No.
Now going into the double right-hander, still side by side. Trying to get the switch back done, doesn't work.
It's gone from a Williams back 2 to a Williams 1-2. And Storm's got a 3-second time penalty again. That's going to come into play because we did mention that whatever team what these drivers are in, it will be based on their performance in the race and all that. If they're not in this pre-season race, they will be discussed about outside. But we'll have to see about it. Superguy's having a smashing race at the moment.
And DRS has been enabled.
We may have to have concern. We do have concern over. I believe it was Zumpai. It did look like Superguy was kind of not brake checking him, but it's a similar incident to what happened with Hamilton and
Vettel in Baku 2017.
Yeah. And we will have a look at that if obviously Minty's got that on camera, or if any of the drivers involved have that on camera. But it did look like a brake test, and obviously hopefully Zumpai would be a little bit more happy that we are investigating that.
As now Storm is really close, only 2/10.
Storm is getting closer to Plix.
And 3-second time penalty.
The Wario. Wario's having a decent race so far.
Tim is back in DRS with Plix. He was outside the 1 second, but now he's 7/10 off him. And he is less than 1 second
DRS.
in the activation, not the what is it called?
DRS activation. So,
no,
now
but
he's got DRS on.
he is too far away.
Look at Storm.
Oh,
behind.
EPR Wario goes down the inside.
Wario's
It will be the outside.
out.
And Storm is into P4.
Brilliant move from Storm there. Brilliant. Good sportsmanship as well from Wario. That could have been a bad incident there. Good to see that Wario is close up as well. Still with a chance.
Now I have a feeling the medium tires are dying off a bit.
Might be a little bit too late for those medium tyres to catch up. Plix has failed to catch up with Super Guy. This could be just due to the
But
fact that
Tim
Super Guy
is catching up to Plix really fast.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I would expect the mediums to hold out a little longer. It's been quite short, hasn't it? It's only been
Yeah.
5 laps.
But full of racing here. Maybe that's why the tires are have
Very
died,
close.
and very close. Only 2/10, 4/10 now. And surely
This
he
is
will
gonna
get the
be close.
slipstream. I think he's going to be too far away to make the move. Or is he? Does he dive bomb? No, he doesn't. He goes on the grass a bit.
Close.
And 4/10 between Tim and Plix. A battle for P2. Now Tim can't really catch up. Maybe his wing is too high up. Because Plix is rapid on them straights. So going
Wario
into
is using time to Storm at the moment. But this is the battle we were all looking at. Is Plix going to keep P2? He's also got to consider
and Storm.
Storm's got another 3-second time penalty. This is not really everyone's favourite circuit. It's not on the actual calendar, so in terms of penalties don't count too much, but it will count their spot at the end of the day. We would
as
like to see how drivers act.
Plix is keeping up with Super Guy NL, which is quite surprising. He's actually gaining on him right now. He got a poor exit.
Tim's losing time. Like we said, the traction and the grip that Plix will have is much better than Tim, so I think really Tim benefits, I would say, in more Sector 2, although right at the start of Sector 1 is where he's gaining the most time. These first couple of corners, I'm just watching his lap right now, he's getting much closer to Plix in the first 2 or 3 corners.
I think Tim should wait
Yeah,
out.
He's made up time again. Gone a little wide there, but he's able to capitalise from it.
Yeah, he has high wings in my opinion. Because he's really good in the corners, but just loses time in the straight.
After the corners, there's a lot of straights, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to overtake it in the corner areas.
Oh, Plix
he's
3
gone
time penalty,
well wide
and
there. Plix
Tim
got 3
went.
time penalty there. Tim went a little wide as well, so
I wonder what the penalties are right now.
penalties are probably a lot at the moment.
As Plix really goes wide in the stadium section, I realised over those 5 laps, I think.
There we go, once again. Plix has got well away, too far away, I would say, from Tim. So, despite the slipstream and despite probably the speed as well.
Oh, he's getting
got
really
so
close.
much speed and momentum. He's backing out.
He keeps
again.
behind.
Oh,
He
he's
get a
got
3 second time penalty.
as well.
Really easy to
Doesn't look
get
good.
penalties around here. As Plix is now only 1.5 seconds behind Super Guy NL.
What happened
Really
there? Super Guy NL. Does he have some sort of shunt or something?
I think he's messing, he can't heat up his tires.
some sort of
Because
issue
I see him
there.
weaving in the streets.
I don't think it's the whole point of Tim having this. They might have similar setups, you know, but the problem is that Plix just gets so far away in some of the sectors here because Tim is making up most time in the first couple of corners and possibly on the long straight where you've got DRS. But in like the stadium sector, for example, if you look at who gets better grip at the end of the day, it's Plix. He's got well away from Tim there. I don't think Tim can catch up to him again. He's getting even further away, and DRS may save him a little bit, but Plix is holding his position pretty well. He's also catching up like mad to Supercar.
In around maybe last lap, he will be in DRS. As VSC Tim really closes up 3/10.
Catching up to Plixo here. They're around the same. The DRS it's just not long enough there. He's trying to find a. Oh, it's gone a little bit dodgy there. He's just trying to find the line to beat Plix out. It's just not working though.
As I think it's gonna be around 60 no, we have done 60 kilometers right now, if my calculations are right. And Storm P4 10 lap old tires.
Oh, Plix has gone a little bit wide. Tim's let you cut up right to him. If Tim can get a better exit here, I don't believe he has. Plix has got more of the apex. He's done.
Tim gets a bad exit there, but only 4/10.
He is catching, and he does.
He can.
He is much faster here. He's about 10 seconds, 10 miles per hour.
Oh,
faster.
he goes down to the inside.
Go for it. And well done to WCS Tim. They're still side by side.
Oh, they're still side by side.
Oh, is there contact there? No, there isn't.
As you hear the crowd cheering, Plix is cashing.
They're side by side.
He's gonna be on the outside. Well, he could try to switch back. Yes, he does. You will have the better line here.
Well, good defending by Tim. They're both now 1.5 seconds of Super Guy. Super Guy is looking relatively safe now.
I think the tires are really getting in play here right now. Tim already 6/10, 7/10.
Plix is starting to lose a lot. There's a poor decision by Plix to go on the mediums. So in the end, the halves have won the day, and Tim is now catching up to Super Guy. You know,
he has some great pace. I think he was having trouble with dirty air. Maybe that's why he didn't show his full potential against Plix. But Plix is catching up slowly with his DRS. Will he go down the outside, down the inside? No, VSC Tim, and there's contact between them.
Contact.
VSC, he gets the better exit. I think Plix does. Will he dive bomb down the inside?
You know? Any damage?
No, I don't think so. Oh, great move from Plix.
Oh, it's close.
Forces Tim wide. He'll try to get the switch back.
Didn't work out again. Tim is really doing well holding this line. Super Guy's got away again. Super Guy has most likely won this race unless he spins, which could still happen, and obviously penalties come into play.
If them two weren't at each other the whole race, I think Super Guy would have been in around P3 by now.
It would have been very close on the final lap. Probably would have been in a second. Plix is now a second behind. The drivers behind. Storm has got away from Wario, but Wario has, obviously, kind of kept up, I would say, but he has lost a lot of
As
ground
now
from
Super Guy and lap 18 has been leading since lap 6, I think, which was when the safety car came out.
Tim has complete control over Plix now. And Super Guy is still 1.5 seconds. There's no DRS issues. I would say Super Guy he's gonna win this race unless he spins out or something now, or he just makes a miraculous mistake.
And
Then again, we're not sure what penalties are like, but we haven't seen Super Guy get many penalties.
I know Tim at Plix has penalties, but I don't know about Super Guy NL.
That's going to be interesting then. Oh, why has Plix like caught up massively to Tim there? Tim lost a lot of ground. He was like 1.1 seconds for Plix, and now it's like 0.7. Now it's gone majorly in the other direction.
As Super Guy has the fastest lap time by over 5 tenths, with a 1:17.1,
This race, hasn't he?
and the fireworks are off.
The
Confetti, my bad. And on 12 lap old hards, he finishes the race in P1, Tim P2, Plix P3, Storm UK will finish P4, EPR Wario P5, and then Zumpai struggling at the end. Oh, and he loses the back end going into the stadium section. He sees the confetti, but it's not the best race for him.
No, it's not been a particularly great race for Zumpai.
Or the people who DNF'd. And that is him in P6.
I'm not sure what happened to Wildload Billy. We'll see if we can like ask him what happened there.
Well, it was a really good race.
It was a decent race in some parts, but for the battle for the lead, it was really only going to be one guy, wasn't it? And that was a Super Guy. He's dominated the race from like lap 6 or something, and he's done pretty well to keep the lead as well, because Plix was catching up for a point.
After
his medium tyres, they just gave up on him.
After all, Tim finishes 5 seconds behind Super Guy NL, and Plix finishes 12 seconds behind Super Guy NL. Interesting race we had today. A lot of penalties.
Not the best race, if I have to be honest.
For pre-season, I think it's quite good.
It went all right, and obviously, hopefully, we get more drivers in. Obviously, we should do, because since not everyone was, to be honest, interested in pre-season. But for pre-season, if we got 9 drivers in, it's pretty impressive.
It will, and I think we will wrap up the stream now. So tune in next week for the USA Grand Prix.
The opening round of the season.
Yes. And see you there.